Number 1. Government's Mind Control Experiment. The CIA's secret mind control experiment has marked the memories of those who knew about the existence of involved, unstable individuals filled with morbid fantasies. Executed under the name of MKUltra, the CIA was experimenting on unwitting human subjects, primarily from the US and Canada, using LSD, electronics, hypnosis, verbal and sexual abuse, as well as torture, to conduct behavioral experiments. Surprisingly, no one was aware of this sin, which took place from 1950 to 1973, yes, for 23 years, right in front of the most influential dominion, as we all know it, the White House. Over 100 projects were run in over 80 different institutions, victimizing hundreds and thousands of prisons, hospitals, pharmaceutical companies, and even universities. Commencing with willing participants, including renowned novelist Ken Kesey, the program swiftly began administering substances without the subject's awareness. The aftermath of the experiment resulted in enduring mental impairment for numerous individuals. In 1995, this insane conspiracy theory of paranoiacs came into the spotlight when President Clinton released an official apology on behalf of the US government, revealing the insights and motto behind MKUltra. Though CIA Director Richard Helms destroyed most of the documents, a lot of information made it to the surface. Freedom of Information Act of 1966. According to the current data, no one has been punished for the crime committed, which demonstrates how powerful the power play can be and to what extent human minds are continuously shaping. Number 2. The 9/11 Conspiracy. Amidst multiple conspiracy theories given by multiple researchers, one thing remained constant in all minds: what happened at the World Trade Center on September 11, 2001. Many claim that because jet fuel can't melt steel beams, the Twin Towers must have been brought down by controlled demolition from bombs planted before the planes hit. The science behind jet fuel and steel beams is that jet fuel burns up to 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit. On the other hand, steel melts at around 2,500 degrees. However, steel does begin to lose strength at around 600 degrees Fahrenheit, and with the weight above the impact point on the North Tower, similar to that of the Titanic, the weakened steel simply could not hold, and the tower collapsed. Simple logic smashes other claims. Where are Flight 77's passengers if, as is frequently claimed, a hijacked plane did not crash into the Pentagon? Number 3. The Tragedy of Princess Diana. After Princess Diana tragically died in a car accident in a Paris tunnel in 1997, many conspiracy theories started to circulate. People were shocked because Diana was a beloved and famous figure, and it seemed unusual for someone of her status to die this way, in a car accident caused by drunk driver. One conspiracy theory, promoted by Mohammed Al-Fayed, Dodi Al-Fayed's father, claimed that Diana's death was not an accident but a deliberate assassination planned by British intelligence agencies, possibly under orders from the royal family. However, investigations in 2006 and 2007 found no evidence to support Al-Fayed's claims. The official findings were that Diana and Dodi died due to the actions of their drunk driver and the paparazzi who were chasing them. Interestingly, even Prince Harry, Diana's son, expressed a belief that his mother might have faked her own death and could still be alive. In an interview in 2023, he mentioned the possibility of reuniting with her in the future. Number 4. Poisoned prohibition alcohol. Weirdly, or, should we say, furiously, the US government tried to curb the country's alcohol consumption. The dispute took a drastic turn when illegal bootlegging operations became a problem. To tighten its grip on the country's illegal liquor supply, in the mid-20s, the government blended a large amount of lethal methanol with the bootleggers' ingredients. This blend is not easy for the human body to break down. It quickly destroys the drinker's optic nerve and lungs. The motto behind the crazy act was to make such drinks much riskier to consume under the chemical enforcement of prohibition. It led to a growing number of deaths, which extended to 10,000 Americans by the end of Prohibition in 1933, as revealed by medical examiner Charles Norris. Number 5. The myth of Paul McCartney's demise. Paul McCartney is alive and well as of mid-2022. He's been touring and giving interviews, and he has a website. Some people believe in a conspiracy theory that says McCartney died in 1966. According to this theory, he had a big argument with other members of the Beatles and had a fatal car crash. The truth was found after the big news that the band supposedly replaced him with a look-alike who sounded like him. They even hid hints about this in their album covers and lyrics. For example, on the cover of the Abbey Road album, all the Beatles are walking, but McCartney is shown barefoot and out of step. Despite the band and McCartney denying the theory, fans still search for hidden clues. Number 6. The Order of Illuminati. The Illuminati, fictional for some and actual for many, was an Enlightenment-era secret society founded in 1776 in Ingolstadt by Adam Weishaupt. Consisting of free thinkers, secularists, liberals, republicans, and pro-feminists, the society was accused for fear of them succeeding in overthrowing the monarchy and state religion to spread the ideals of the Enlightenment. In the 18th century, it was suspected that the Illuminati were joining forces with the U.S. National Security Agency, NSA. Indeed, a connection exists. However, it's not the conventional link you might expect but rather a digital one, a hyperlink, an electronic bridge between two online platforms. If you were to input the word Illuminati, in reverse, Itanimulli, into a web browser, you'd find yourself directed to the NSA's website. Dare to check it for yourself and search, itanimulli.com. According to this conspiracy, numerous well-known individuals, actors, actresses, and performers are members of this exclusive society. Several influential people have claimed that the government never fully succeeded in breaking down the Illuminati and it has great control over the world even today.
Number 7. The chemtrails controversy.
When airplanes fly, they leave trails of water vapor in the sky called contrails. These trails disappear quickly, but some conspiracy theorists believe these condensation trails are more than they seem. They think these chemtrails contain secret chemicals that are purposely released into the air by scientists and governments. The motives attributed to these actions are diverse, ranging from potential employment in biological warfare and population manipulation to geoengineering endeavors or even weather manipulation. Individuals who study topics like how clouds affect the Earth's temperature often face criticism from believers in the chemtrails theory. However, a comprehensive study conducted in 2016 scientifically proved that the chemtrails theory is not true. They found no unusual contrails or unexplained pollution in the air. Number 8. The Roswell Incident, Crash and Secrecy. There's something interesting that both doubters and believers agree on. In 1947, something strange crashed on a ranch in Roswell, New Mexico. First, the government said it was a flying saucer, then they changed their story to a weather balloon. But when we look at the strongest evidence, it seems more likely that it was a secret military balloon called Project Mogul, not something like a UFO or a weather tool. What's even more interesting is that the things people said they saw from the crash look a lot like these Project Mogul balloons, with their shiny surfaces and strange symbols. The stories about alien bodies didn't come up until much later, and the idea that something out of this world happened in Roswell didn't show up until 30 years after the crash when a book about it was published. So there was a secret, but it wasn't about aliens, it was about a Cold War spy program. Number 9. WWE fakeness. For a while, people have thought that professional wrestling is not real and that the fights are planned beforehand. This idea has been around for a long time. But recently, it turned out that this idea is actually true. In 2013, a mysterious person on Reddit, claiming to have a contact inside the World Wrestling Entertainment Company named Dolphins 1925, started posting the results of wrestling matches before they happened. He got 38 matches right in a row, showing that, at least in the case of WWE matches, the fights are planned and not spontaneous, confirming what many people suspected all along. Number 10. The Great Diamond Conspiracy. Back in the late 1870s, when they discovered big diamond mines in South Africa, some people thought there were even more diamonds than they were telling us. They believed that the price of diamonds was raised on purpose. Imagine, some people even said diamonds were actually not worth much at all. Before the 19th century, diamonds were really rare. They were only found in tiny amounts in India's rivers and Brazil's jungles. But then, in 1870, they found massive diamond mines in South Africa, and suddenly there were tons of diamonds. This raised a big concern because if too many diamonds were available, their prices would drop and they wouldn't be as special anymore. A group of investors from Britain who funded these diamond mines realized this and decided to team up. They formed a group called De Beers in 1888. They became super powerful and controlled the price of diamonds around the world. They did this by keeping a lot of diamonds locked up and only releasing a few each year. This made it seem like diamonds were really rare and valuable. But another problem arose when only rich people started buying diamonds because they were so expensive. So, in 1938, they invented the idea of giving a diamond ring for engagement, and they used movies to show this idea to people and even started running ads with the catchy slogan, "A diamond is forever." It worked. Before, only a few engagement rings had diamonds, but after their plan, most rings had diamonds. In just a short time, their clever plan tricked the whole world and became a part of how we think about diamonds today. They made us believe diamonds were super special and valuable, even though they're just shiny pieces of carbon.